He thought staying single was his cheat code to rule the world. But of course, this unlucky dude got isekai'd into a cultivation sect that forces arranged marriages. To dodge all the female cultivators, he buried his insane power level deep and played dumb. Got himself a job as a janitor. Every single day he'd act like a total clown, walking around with a wine jug, telling everyone he just wanted to wander the world and live free. And honestly, the plan worked. 3 whole years, nobody gave him a second look. Meanwhile, his cultivation was going through the roof. He'd already hit the nascent soul stage, practically one step away from becoming an immortal. But then this cursed matchmaking event showed up, and somehow it pulled his name. 3 singles left on stage. One of them, Yun Liyue, a reincarnated empress who's drop-dead gorgeous. Then there's Long Jinglin, perfect bone structure, basically born to become the main character. And then there's Lin Wuchen, rocking some busted jade pendant looking like a total mess. Seeing this setup, Lin Wuchen finally breathed a sigh of relief. Because honestly, those two were made for each other. A match made in heaven. He was just here to fill a slot, go through the motions, and bounce. Meanwhile, Long Jinglin next to him was absolutely losing it on the inside. Dude had been secretly in love with Yun Liyue for 3 years. First time he saw her, he swore she was the only one. Today was finally the day. He locked eyes on her silhouette across the stage. Couldn't look away. Now check out Yun Liyue. White dress, skin literally glowing, face completely ice cold. Just radiating the celestial energy like a goddess who just descended from the heavens. One look and you'd feel inadequate. After a long while, Long Jinglin finally tore his eyes away from the beauty. Turned and glanced over at Lin Wuchen, who was literally crouching on the ground, picking his nose. That look was pure contempt. He didn't even see Lin Wuchen as a person. Before he could even open his mouth to clown on him, Lin Wuchen suddenly took a deep breath and bellowed, "Don't pick me, we don't have a shot together!" Stop playing games, Long Jinglin said it himself. He'd spent his whole life with only Yun Liyue. Long Jinglin stood there frozen for a good while before snapping back, face beat red. Through gritted teeth, "Who the hell are you? That's absolute nonsense. You're a janitor, you don't even have the right to talk to me." After he got that out, he took a breath, composed himself, and turned to Yun Liyue with his most heartfelt look. "Liyue, you've been the only one on my mind for 3 years. If you'll have me, I'll protect you with my life. Let's be together." The moment he said that, the crowd erupted. Everyone was hyping them up, and a bunch of girls were straight up crying. Turns out keeping these two for last was all a setup, a classic matchmaking play. If they ended up together, their future would be unstoppable. As for Lin Wuchen standing there, pure background character. Total NPC energy. "Liyue, the moment is now. Go ahead and pick the one you want to be with." Yun Liyue's face was completely blank. Her eyes swept across Long Jinglin and Lin Wuchen. Then slowly she said 3 words. "I choose." Everyone in the crowd held their breath, eyes glued to the stage. Half the audience had their hands up, ready to clap at any second. Then Yun Liyue parted her lips and called out a name. Lin Wuchen. The people who were about to clap just froze, hands stuck in midair, completely lost. Everyone standing there like statues. Long Jinglin's face went ghost white instantly, like he just got struck by lightning. He'd waited 3 whole years for this. Never saw this coming. He couldn't wrap his head around it. How was he any less than that lowly janitor? Meanwhile, Lin Wuchen, still crouching mid-nosed pick, totally panicked. He flicked whatever he just dug out right at Long Jinglin. "Hey, Angel! You sure about this? Like, really sure? What exactly do you even see in me? Is it that I'm old, or that I never shower?" Even the elder on stage started panicking. He quickly stepped in. "Liyue! You need to think this through. Our technique requires a powerful partner to be effective. You can still reconsider. It's not too late to change your mind." "Not changing it! Right there in front of everyone." The elder had nothing left to say. He sighed and made the announcement. "All right then, I hereby declare janitor disciple Lin Wuchen and outer disciple Yun Liyue officially matched. You are now husband and wife." Hearing that, Long Jinglin's face twisted with rage. He screamed, "What goes around comes around! The tables will turn! Don't you dare count the young out. Yun Liyue, you're gonna regret this." After dropping that threat, he spun around and stormed off. Just as Lin Wuchen was standing there looking all stressed out, he suddenly felt a burning heat in his chest from the jade pendant. Then a system voice popped up in his ear. "Congrats on your first successful match. You've received the Fate Bundle. From now on, every bit of power your wife cultivates gets returned to you at 10x. Any treasure or technique you give her bounces back to you at 10x too." So the jade pendant wasn't just an accessory. It was literally made by the system. Sure, the solo grind buff was gone, but this new feature, not bad at all, because Yun Liyue, she's literally a reincarnated empress, an absolute legend. He felt like he just hit the jackpot. Lin Wuchen was grinning ear to ear as he turned and walked off. The crowd was dumbfounded. He just left the most beautiful girl standing alone on stage. No hand-holding, no interaction, just walked away on his own. And then, Yun Liyue actually just quietly followed behind him. In that moment, every single guy in the crowd felt that burning jealousy rising up, and it spread fast. Once they were somewhere private, Lin Wuchen turned around and waved her off. "All right, you don't have to walk me home, you're good. Don't you want to know why I picked you out of everyone? Was it because your vision is bad? Let me be straight with you. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I've got top-tier talent. I can reach the peak through my own cultivation. I don't need a man for that. Long Jinglin's got ulterior motives. There's no way I'm giving myself to someone like him. I picked you just to have a training partner. Main thing is, what you're easy to manage. You won't cause me any trouble. Hearing all that, Lin Wuchen was actually relieved. She has no idea about the system. Perfect. Just casually train with a beautiful girl, slack off, and get stronger. This is literally the dream. Sorry for using you as a shield. That wasn't fair to you. Train hard. Once you've got a foundation, we'll train together every 10 days. And if Long Jinglin ever messes with you, just tell me, I'll handle it. These are the rewards we got. My share. I'm giving it all to you. With that, Yun Liyue tossed him a bag, hopped on her sword, and whoosh, she was gone. What a girl. He suddenly understood the joy of living off someone else's grind. That night, Lin Wuchen got back to his room and had just flopped onto the bed when a massive wave of energy suddenly slammed into his body. System notification, your wife Yun Liyue just leveled up. The XP she gained, multiplied by 10, has been deposited into your account. Your wife Yun Liyue used a secret manual to boost her talent. Congrats. You've received a top-tier Ice and Wind affinity. Lin Wuchen on the bed was grinning from ear to ear. She's out there grinding this hard. What excuse do I have not to work hard too? So he steeled himself, closed his eyes, and passed out, mumbling, gotta keep faking being weak every single day. Can't even flex, I'm tired too, okay? Skip about 10,000 words of this man's internal suffering. Back home, Long Jinglin was so furious he smashed everything in his room. Lin Wuchen, you've got a death wish. Once he cooled down, he cooked up a scheme. If Lin Wuchen just disappeared, Yun Liyue would have no choice, right? He let out a cold laugh, called over his lackey, and gave the order. Late that night, someone quietly pushed open Lin Wuchen's door. It was Wang Guanxi, the guy who oversees the janitors. This dude was a classic bully, had been making Lin Wuchen's life miserable for years. Wang Guanxi saw Lin Wuchen sleeping like a log and cracked a creepy smile. Pulled out a dagger and lunged straight at his chest, blade coming down fast. Lin Wuchen's eyes snapped open. Took you long enough. Gotta give Long Jinglin credit, he actually held off for a while. Wang Guanxi flinched hard, but quickly steadied himself. Smart kid, I'll give you that. Yeah, Lord Long sent me. What are you gonna do about it? The Long family is on a whole different level. They've got heavy hitters backing them. Taking you out is like squashing a bug. A little trash like you trying to marry a goddess? Go look in a mirror, bro. Lin Wuchen sat through all of that, without changing his expression. Just staring quietly out the window at the big bright moon, Wang Guanxi was about to keep running his mouth when a terrifying pressure suddenly crashed down on him. Felt like he got hit by a semi-truck, collapsed on the floor covered in blood, stammering in disbelief. How are you possibly at the nascent soul level? Nice night, perfect for drinking, training the sword, and maybe dropping a body. Then with a flick of his finger, a sword energy sliced clean across Wang Guanxi's throat. The man who was just flexing 2 seconds ago, gone, head separated. Beautiful women really are trouble. Looks like keeping a low profile just got a lot harder. He rummaged through Wang Guanxi's bag and found pretty much nothing, except one 30-year-old herb. He figured, perfect timing, he'd give it to his wife tomorrow as a little experiment. Then he grabbed a shovel, dug a big hole in the medicine field, tossed Wang Guanxi in, and buried him. Even planted some flowers on top. After all that work, he finally took a sip of water. But something felt off. Lin Wuchen went back to double-check, and by moonlight, he froze. The spot he just filled in, there was a hole again, and something was rustling inside. He thought, already? Crept over and peered in. What he saw made his skin crawl. A little white creature was perched on the body, doing something. He squinted for a while. It was a tiny white fox, not eating the flesh, though. It was absorbing the residual energy from the corpse. Not long after the little fox had drained everything, looked up and let out a satisfied burp. The two of them just stared at each other for a long moment. The little fox got startled, every hair standing on end, baring its teeth, eyes glowing green locked onto him. Just then, up in the air, a massive shadow appeared the size of a mountain. A giant fox with ferocious eyes, 9 tails swaying gently behind it, like it was holding back enough power to destroy the world. Lin Wuchen was looking down at the hole, so he completely missed what just happened above his head. The shadow flickered, and vanished. Weirdest part, something that massive and not a single expert in the entire sect noticed. You one of those escaped pets from up on the mountain? No way, I'm wild. The fox could see he meant no harm, so it dropped the aggressive act. So what are you doing out here? I was hungry. The little fox hopped out of the hole and crouched nearby, blinking up at him. You're not scared of me? Why would I be scared of you? I'm a demon who can talk, dude. And I can tell when someone means me harm, you don't. Everyone else wants to catch me and make soup or force me to be their pet. But you're different, so I'm not scared of you. You're kind of funny, little guy. I saw you absorbing energy just now. Is that like your main food source? Yeah. Training on my own is too slow, so I come scavenge off the freshly dead. Feeling bad for it, Lin Wuchen reached into his pocket and pulled out a rock. The little fox grabbed it, chomped down, crunch, and swallowed it whole. Lin Wuchen's jaw dropped. That rock was harder than iron. Even a top fighter couldn't bite through it. This little thing just ate it like candy. Those are some serious chompers. You full now? Not yet. Can I get another one? Lin Wuchen pulled out another one and handed it over. It wasn't like he had much use for them anyway. The fox took it, but didn't eat it. Tucked it away, then let out a burp. I'm saving it, I'm scared. You won't feed me tomorrow. Lin Wuchen didn't say much. They crossed paths, that counted for something. He looked into the hole. Okay, you had your fun. Now what do I do with all this? There's blood everywhere. If someone sees this tomorrow, I'm cooked. The fox glanced at the body, then at Lin Wuchen. Hesitated a second. Then strained to breathe out a puff of white mist. The moment it hit the body, it dissolved. Eventually compressed into a small glowing red orb, it jumped down, picked it up, and handed it to Lin Wuchen. This is his essence, eat it. It'll boost your power. Yeah, no, that's disgusting. Lin Wuchen took it and tossed it aside. It rolled right under a medicinal herb, and got absorbed instantly. Right after that, the seedling that had just sprouted fully matured on the spot. He didn't even notice, just grabbed the shovel, filled the hole back in, replanted the grass, and dusted off his hands. All good, no one's finding anything. Done with his work, Lin Wuchen picked up his shovel and headed back. But the little fox spoke up. Problem solved. Let's go to bed. We? Well, what else? Why are you following me? Where else am I gonna go? Go home. Do you have a mom? I don't have a home. I'm always running and hiding, scared of being caught and turned into a pet. And now I finally meet someone who doesn't want to hurt me and actually feeds me. I'm not leaving, deal with it. Wait, did you almost just say something embarrassing? No, you heard wrong. I'm low maintenance, I promise. A rock every few days and I'm good. Lin Wuchen thought about it. No threat, could even help clean up crime scenes. Maybe worth keeping around. Alright, fine. I'm naming you Lingxi. Lingxi? Let's go. The little fox just stood there. Didn't fully understand, but somehow the name felt deeply offensive. Back in the room, Lin Wuchen kicked off his shoes, flopped onto the bed, and was out cold. After he fell into a deep sleep, the little fox jumped onto the bed. A cloud of pink smoke drifted out. Then a pair of long legs stepped out from the smoke. In the moonlight, a stunning girl with fox ears appeared. Purple dress, slightly open neckline, snow-white skin. Eyes that pull you right in. The next morning, Lin Wuchen woke up. His back was killing him like it was about to snap in half. He could barely move. That dream last night, the one with the fox spirit, felt way too real. Hard to shake. He groaned, rubbed his aching back, and slowly sat up, then glanced over. There on the bed, the little fox was curled up tight, dead asleep. That snow-white fur of hers somehow looked even brighter than yesterday. Lin Wuchen's face twisted into a weird expression. He muttered under his breath, "Man, been single too long. I'm out here thinking a fox looks cute." He shook his head hard, trying to get rid of those ridiculous thoughts. Got up to get out of bed, then spotted a small pouch sitting by the bedside. The loot he'd grabbed off that unlucky steward Wang last night. Inside was a 30-year-old 3-needle flower. Not exactly a legendary treasure, but for new cultivators or anyone trying to build a solid foundation, it's basically a stabilizer. Thing is, Lin Wuchen was already a nascent soul stage big shot. This thing was useless to him, so he figured he'd just toss it to Yun Liyue as a goodwill gift. He tucked the flower into his robe and headed out. Right as he stepped through the door, he saw Ling Shuang come padding after him. The little fox latched onto his leg, looked up with those big eyes, and went in that tiny voice. "Where are you going?" "Out to drop something off." "Stay home. Don't go running around. If some bad guy catches you and throws you in a pot of fox soup, I'm not saving you." Ling Shuang flinched a little, but still puffed up. "That's not happening." "I'm super fast, okay?" She was all talk, though. The little fox still obediently plopped down at the doorstep, those big round eyes locked on Lin Wuchen until he disappeared. Scene change. Over at the outer disciples' quarters on Luoxia Peak, Yun Liyue was out in the courtyard training. Her white dress flowing in the wind, spiritual energy swirling around her. She looked like something out of a painting. Sensing someone nearby, she slowly pulled back her energy and shot a cool glance over. "What do you want?" Lin Wuchen held out the 3-needle flower. "Handled that guy yesterday. Found this on him. Should help you lock in your current cultivation level." Yun Liyue gave the flower a quick look. Didn't reach for it right away. Instead, she cut straight to it. If Long Jinglin sent people, he already knows what happened to Steward Wang. Nothing stays secret in this sect. That kind of thing spreads fast. Pure luck. That guy was just sloppy. Yun Liyue didn't push further. She took the flower, calm as ever, then got to business. "Anything else? We said 10 days for our joint training session. Where are we doing it?" Yun Liyue tapped a finger, and a stone room appeared in the corner of the courtyard. "It's got a barrier set up inside. Just come straight here when it's time." "Got it." One word. Lin Wuchen turned and walked. Clean, efficient, zero hesitation. Yun Liyue watched him leave, a flicker of surprise crossing her eyes. Every other guy she'd met would linger and drag the conversation out. This Lin Wuchen? He acted like every extra second was physically painful. She looked down at the 3-needle flower in her hand. Then she noticed the spiritual energy coiled around the stem slowly wrapped around the petals, which began to unfurl one by one. A wave of pure, clean energy seeped into her palm and through her body. Yun Liyue's eyes shifted slightly. Her inner voice, "Wait. The age on this flower, the quality, it blows everything on the market out of the water." Lin Wuchen said it was luck. Yeah, right. Something's off. When Lin Wuchen got back, Ling Shuang was dozing on the doorstep, head bobbing up and down. She heard footsteps and jolted awake. Saw it was him. and shot up immediately. "You're back! Did you drop it off okay?" "Yeah." Ling Shuang trailed behind him like a shadow, rubbing her fuzzy little head against his leg. "Was she pretty? That celestial-looking girl?" "She's alright, better looking than you at least." Ling Shuang was not having it. She puffed up immediately. "I'm gonna be gorgeous when I grow up. Way prettier than hers by like 100 times. Lin Wuxian just smiled. Didn't take the bait. Leaned back and closed his eyes. He pulled up the system screen in his head. The soulmate blessing effect was still active and glowing. As long as Yun Liue was over there grinding, he'd reap the